Alright, welcome back, Final Fantasy XIV. I waited a little bit till the sun came out so we could see. And now, when we were free. There we go, 16,000 XP, 745 gil. Alchemid is eager to get to work. So, to review, we are reliably informed that members of the Almahigan resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals, our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the shipments, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the resistance movements. Challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It seems sensible to divide our forces. Tickman, why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of the town? Alice and I will do the same in the west, and afterwards we can rendezvous here to share our findings. Well, I'm not a stranger to these guys. I've helped them out many times. Many times. So they should know me as a dear old friend. It's my flashlight. Hi, Sifrit. Let me guess. You come to join the fight, have you? No need to die, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. While he's lit a fire in every Almahima's heart, he's also inspired more than a few Ottomans to pledge themselves to the cause. And little wonder, the Garleans won't stop until we're all under the yoke. So they put out a call to join them. Tailbot, how you doing? I see you there, going around asking questions, looking for the Griffins and his lot, I'll bet. Seems they're the talk of the little Alamahinga these days. Folk wondering what he's about, what he's got in store for Garleanians, and what's under that masterpiece, of course. Seem to say he's hardly got a face, but with all the scars, others reckon he's been marked for death by the Emperor, and that they'd send a bloody legion if they knew he was here. Snort. Guess it's as good as mine. Who is this masked figure they're talking about? Let's go up. I believe... Oh, there's a wall in my face. Should be able to find somebody up here. Here we go. Odalin. They're the resistance? Damn if I know. It's not if I'd be any use to them. Cough, wheeze. If you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you, but I'm too old for the mask bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it's time we got used to it. So they keep referring to the mask. Just have to figure out what they're referring to. Say? Well, that was easier than expected. There's not a soul here who isn't eager to talk about our masked friend. I suppose I should ask what you learned, but I think I already know. Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance, the Mask. Yet, despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. Only that they are the most aggressively militia group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Allah Malagino liberation is unrivaled. We can but hope the revolutionary favor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments, we yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I'll speak with the settlement's leaders to confirm my suspicions. You may have enlist his help while I am about it. Given that you and Gunnabold are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead, shall we? I told you I knew this guy already. Me and him go back, like brothers. So, yeah. Woke up, brother. Much as it pleases me to see you again, Tickman, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you have been asking questions. Yes, we have. The Griffin? Aye, I know of him, as do we all. He and his mass have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was suspicion at first, given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander, and are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but to admire the man for what he's accomplished. But I have not forgotten, Ulrich. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you were not. Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Quarn. Go and see him with your own eyes. Weigh his words with your own heart. How convenient. It's but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. So, let's head on to the temple. Alright, y'all, don't be scared. Dragon coming out. Watch out for his coughing. Yeah, I like the new worlds. I don't like how I can't fly that high in these old ones. But you know what? It is what it is. Who's all here? Just Tataru? Oh, I need my dragon now. Where's my little dragon? There he is. We're back. Alfred. Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us, and they have murdered us, but no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands! This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more!
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
What are you two doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
Oh, stuff blowing up in the background. They out here fighting or something? They are out here fighting. Shoot. So it looks like we found Papolino and Yara. Of all places to meet, it has to be fate. Mayhap it is my imagination, but you seem rather more rugged and world-weary than last we spoke. Oh, I am. Words cannot express how glad I am to see both of you both alive and well. And you, though it's pretty obvious you took me in, will be fine. Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as they were and distrusted by their better part of the Eorzea. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? Paying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Odo. We would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right. They smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in a little all at great risk to themselves. Obviously, We couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. We learned of the signs X generation that Laredo had served all several ties with the Crystal Rays, and that the General Rubian had been reinstated. We resolved to make contact, but having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzle expressions, however, that you never received it. Nope. To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the Mask are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communication with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. Griffin Mistress, signs of the seventh dawn. Griffin mistrust. Curious. It is well known that we are no friends of Garlean. One would think the man we saw beseeching all and Sunday to join his cause would welcome our support. I should say that the man you saw was not, in fact, the Griffin, but an impersonator, and talented rabble-rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. Interesting. It's hard to know what to make of it all. Secondary, secrecy, the impersonators, the mask. What? It's not as if I'm making all of you wear one, and mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the to get a better sense of the man. All the good it did. And now you have heard the whole. Tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Oh, we're not interested in the Griffin, my friends. Summoning? You're not serious. I can't believe it. The Resistance would never entertain such a ridiculous plan. The Griffin, well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make a reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The Mask had made such claims of late. I confess, I had amused it to be more bluster, but in the context of the shipments of which you spoke, it is not. Possible that they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together. If anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed, that is, assuming you'll have us. Of course, buddy. When we were free is complete. Thank you. Give me that. Oh. Oh, snap. Actually hit decline instead of accept. Whoops. Click, 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 click. Skip cutscene, yes. And complete. There we go. That's better. And that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. My name's Tick, and we're back tomorrow with another quest. Till then, y'all take care.